We're talking to Ken Natori. He joins us. He's the president of the Natori Company, 43-year-old family business with $200 million in annual sales. Natori is best known for its sleepwear and loungewear. Ken, wholesale distribution makes up 90% of your bottom line, but retailers are now closed right now. So the question I think that's on everyone's mind is, I assume they're canceling orders.
Yeah, it's certainly been a big challenge, Andrew. We have had stores that we sell to. They have canceled orders really for the next 3 months. We're a high-end designer and manufacturer, as you mentioned, women's sleepwear. We sell to Saks, Neiman Marcus, Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's, and stores like that. And, they're closed. And it's not so much a question of when these stores are going to be open again. The question really in our mind is, when stores do open, how much are customers going to come back and how much are they going to shop? The stores are understandably very concerned. And as I mentioned, they've canceled orders as far out into June and have given guidance that really even, going further out into the fall, there could be issues as well. So, from running a business and really trying to plan out for the rest of the year, it is there's just a lot of question marks right now, making it really difficult to plan.
Does the e-commerce business, does that mitigate any of this for you guys?
It mitigates some of it. We've tried to pivot. 15 years ago, we were a wholesale-only company, and we've developed Natori.com into, a thriving website. But still, it does make up overall, a small percentage of the business. We have seen a good pickup in that .com business, certainly our category as well, with a lot more people spending time at home. Some of that sleepwear and loungewear has been more important. So that has helped, but really not nearly enough to make up for the weakness that we're seeing in the stores. I think one thing, Andrew, we've really seen this secular trend over the last decade. Obviously, it's been well publicized about this move away from stores into e-commerce. And I think really what we're going to see with this whole COVID crisis is, there's just been a complete acceleration even more towards e-commerce and away from stores. And I think we're really going to see that continue and even be more permanent, even when the stores do open up again.
So, but to that end, you think department stores, speak to it, the Macy's of the world, the Bloomingdale's of the world, what do you think happens?
Listen, they've got all these companies have great leadership. They have really tried to pivot. They've got a lot of headwinds, and all of them have invested heavily into their .com businesses. They've tried to innovate and really tried to stay ahead of the curve. But that curve is very difficult and very challenging. I think, brands like us, and certainly the department stores as well, they know that this is going to even further accelerate that trend. So I think, all of these stores, their .coms have been doing well. I'm sure that'll continue when the stores reopen. The question is, what is the right amount of square footage? What's the right store count for all of these department stores? And I think they'd all argue that number is going to be, the pace at which that number is decelerating going forward, that's just going to continue to decrease. What is that balance between, number of stores and .com? I think this whole, COVID crisis is even going to further accelerate that push towards more e-commerce.
And real quick, have you been able to get access to loans? I know you had to furlough or cut back on your employees. Do you think you're going to be able to bring them back?
Yeah, we certainly hope so. And we have had access to loans. Wells Fargo is our commercial bank. And certainly, they had government restrictions and they weren't able to open up the PPP to all the commercial banking clients. Fortunately, we were put in touch with a great community bank down in Mississippi called Renaissance Bank, and they have process. We have an a confirmation number for our PPP loan and hoping to get funded later this week or early next week. So, that's certainly something that will help. But really, given the complete cessation we've seen in our ability to ship to our wholesale clients, while that number will help, we really need more visibility before we can confidently plan our future.
Okay, Ken, we would love to have you back. Thank you. We wish you lots of luck. Please say hi to Josie and Anika and the family for us, and good luck to you. Thanks so much.